This is my Young Electric Solo Rack. I've had it for a while. It's my #1 rack, and I have some updates with it. So let's get into it. I did a full review on this one. This one's called the Soul. This is the single bike rack, but they also have a double called the Mate, and it always had one issue. There is no way to lock this bike rack to your hitch. The only option you had was using a cotter pin right there or putting a tiny lock. Well, I have a solution. This is the Max Hall quiet locking hitch pin. I got it on Amazon for about $18, and I'm going to show you how it works. This is everything that comes in the package. This is your pin with the locking device on the end of it. It has a wrench that'll work that right there. It comes with 2 keys and this magnetic block. Now for this rack, we don't need that. You won't need that magnetic block at all. This wrench does work on the end of this, but I use a socket. It'll take a 5/8 socket right there, and you just need a socket wrench. These things, we'll get rid of that. These are the things that I will keep with me whenever I'm using this rack. There are a couple of things that we need to do first to get this part off. You're just gonna take that cap off, you put the key in, and when you turn it, it just pulls right out. But there is this little metal sleeve on here. We need to get rid of that. Now we're gonna install it like we did the old one. You just put it in there, you start to turn it. You can use this wrench that it comes with, but I think that would take like a long time to do. As you can see, nobody wants to do that. I grabbed a socket wrench that I was using with the bolt before and took the other socket off of it, and this is a 5/8. So this is what you're going to want to use, and this is going to help you get your rack on a lot quicker and get it secure. Now we're going to take our locking mechanism and we're just going to push it on there. And when you do, the key comes right out. Put the cap on it, and now your rack is secure to your car. Now that we have the rack secure to the car, one of the ways that I secure my bikes to the rack is I use a thicker cable lock and I run it through this bracket right here. Now I know it's not the best, right? But it's no more than what some of the other bike racks out there have for security for their bikes. You could also run your cable lock through this front cradle holder through the support beam right there. If you have 2 cables, well, that would be even better. So you put one right here, and then you have one going through here. This rack is not designed to tilt if you needed to get into the back of your car, but I figured out a way to do it. You're just gonna unhook the top part here, bring this down a little bit, and then just lean the bike. Then I can get in to the back. If you have a lot of stuff, you can just rehook this, or you can just hang on to it and grab whatever you need to get to. Then when you're done, you let this come back down a little bit, lean your bike out, close it up, and then reattach it. I mean, I use this rack so much. This is like my #1 rack. I use it more than any other one because many times I'm just using one bike. But if I had the 2-bike version, well, it would be just as fine. Although if I had the 2-bike version, yeah, you should still be able to tilt this one away. I don't know. I don't know how I don't know if I'd be able to get in with the 2-bike version now that I think about it. But I mostly use one bike. So if you have one bike and you have the solo rack, well, now you know that little trick. Well, that's it. So hopefully now you know that if you wanted to get this rack, but it was stopping you because you weren't able to secure it, well, now there's a solution for that, and it's cheap. It was only like 18 bucks to do it. Plus, hopefully you know how to connect your bike to your rack securely so that you don't have to worry about that being stolen as well. If you are interested in either the rack or the pin, I'm going to leave those links in the description down below. So I want to thank you for watching. And until I see you again, enjoy the ride.